So here's all those main shapes. If we're doing A, bar at the 2nd fret, middle finger at the 3rd fret on the 1st string. Then the E shape, bar at the 5th fret, middle finger on the 3rd string. Then the D shape, 9, 8, 9, 7 if you want to get the 4th string. And then that 9th chord is 12, 12, 12, 11, and 12. And then it goes back to the first shape we had, 14, 14, 14, and 15 on the 1st string. So you've gone now the entire fretboard. So to slide, we take just the 2nd and 3rd strings in each of those shapes. So your first move, whenever you're on this one, you're going up to the E shape. So we're going to get those notes on the E shape and slide up from the same strings on that little A7 shape. So you're going to be, and then from there to the D shape, it's the same shape. And then from there, you slide that up to the 9th chord, and then here you don't have as many frets, so hit it twice. You can do the same thing on all the chords. So if we start on D, like maybe we're starting on the 9th chord where we just were, you're going to get, that goes in the A7 shape, and that always goes up into the E shape, and that always goes up into the D shape, and then it goes back to that 9th chord shape. And then it just starts over. If you want to keep doing that, you can go the other way too. If you go down from this, always down to the D7 shape. So it's always that order. Whenever you're making one of those shapes, you can slide up or down the same way. So for E, we'd start here, 9th chord, you can slide up. That 9th chord always goes into the A7 shape. The A7 always goes into the E shape. That always goes into the D shape, and then starts over 9th. And you go backwards. And then that can go down also. And then on each of those shapes you can play around a little bit. So that's a nice little full run for all 3 of those chords to learn and get to know where they all are. You know, so if you're playing here, then when you're here, so you can just run between them. E would be, and so on, be able to move between them just using those known little paths. And each of those shapes you can play chromatic. So if I'm on A, and all of those notes you can, or go up, or just 2 frets, or try playing whole steps. Sometimes you don't want to do the whole step because it's a little angular. Any of the shapes that you play you can chromatically adjust to or approach.